Hey guys, and welcome to Pajama Day. We're all gonna be dreamers. We can always dream. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing today other than making pizza later. I have all my stuff ready for making homemade crust. It's just too early for that. I don't know what would happen if I did it really early, but I'm not taking any chances. I've got everything out except the things that need to be refrigerated, like the yeast. Store your yeast in the refrigerator. I know I've said this before. The refrigerator and freezer are your friends when it comes to yeast. What you're using right now goes in the refrigerator. What you're not using right now goes in the freezer. And if you buy the little packets, put them in a Ziploc bag and throw them in the freezer. It will help it last a lot longer. But I've been sitting here looking at things, looking at like our bank account because I got paid by Google today. First time that I got paid that quickly. It's only been a few months. When I first started YouTube, it was like 2 years before I ever got anything. And then it was like every year. And then it was like 6 to 8. It was actually more like 8 to 9 months. And now it's 3 months ago I got paid, which is really weird because you have to meet a threshold. You have to meet $100 threshold, and then you get paid. Anything over $100, you go ahead and get paid every month, but I haven't met that, and that's okay. I'm not doing it for the money. I would love to get the money. I would love to be able to help support our family with it. Actually, I would love to be able to afford to pay for land or something while we fix this house to sell it. That would be awesome. But that's not going to happen right now. Not unless something big happens on my channel. And then it might scare me if my channel grew really fast. I'd be like, whoa. I don't think that's going to happen though. But anyways, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for friendships and stuff like that because, I mean, YouTube was just to give me something to do after my kids were done with school because I wasn't homeschooling anymore. So, I've just been sitting here trying to figure out what I'm doing today because I don't have any laundry to do that I know of. The only dishes, I think the dishes in the dishwasher are dirty. And the dishes in the dish drainer, I don't want to like bang around and stuff because Jeff's sleeping. It is late. It's after 2 o'clock. And I've been up for a while, but I've just been doing like desk stuff and not recording yet because I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out the new towel rack. I don't love the way the towels look on it. The only way they look right is if you fold them, and I don't want to fold the towels for them to dry. That's not what I wanted the towel rack for. But that's okay too. I don't, whatever. It's fine. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing today. I don't have anything on the monthly chore list. I think I'm going to sit down and make the list of things that I haven't done on the monthly chore list. Do that today. I don't have any, like, what am I trying to say? Like the regular chores. My chores dusting, and I'm not doing that today because the dust from the bathroom seems to be traveling. So I'm just not going to do it. Not until we're done. So I had thrown my hair up, but like it's falling. So dinner is easy because I'm just making homemade pizza. And the KitchenAid is going to be doing all the heavy lifting, so to speak, because that's where I'm going to be making the, I made it worse, making the dough. So I really need to tackle this corner, but I really don't want to because once I get in that, it's going to be overwhelming, and I just don't want that. I need to clean my desk. There's so many things I need to do, but I don't want to do. I have found that I'm in this place that I don't want to be again. I've gotten into this place of seeing all the tasks and being frozen by them. And last month when I did the cleaning challenge, I didn't feel frozen all month. I'm feeling frozen again. But I think the closer I'm getting to the holidays, the harder it's getting for me with everything. So, I don't know. But I'll be okay. Everything's going to be alright. I'm going to get things figured out and look at the things that I'm actually doing and just keep going. Because it's what we have to do. I did do last night, I did my budget binder or budget planner. I didn't even set it up for November. So I just wrote things in this time. I don't like not setting it up. I feel like I'm behind when I don't set it up. I feel like it's a mess if I don't set it up. But I didn't. I didn't do it. And I regret it. I don't know why I didn't set it up. I didn't have a reason other than I just didn't take the time to do it. But, yeah. Welcome to Pajama Day, which is the day that I don't know what I'm doing, but I know it's Monday. I know what I'm cooking for dinner, but that's about it. So, when I'm actually doing something, I'll bring you guys back. Okay guys, I'm about to start the dough. So I've got my KitchenAid ready to go. I took all my stuff out. Something I do, they have these little bonnets. They're not shower caps, but you could actually use the disposable shower caps. But I can't remember what brand they are. I'll go get the bag and show you in a minute. But anyway, I put my things inside of my bowl, and then I put this little bonnet on it to keep the dust off. And then while I'm using my mixer, I stick everything in the bonnet, and you know, and it keeps it clean. So just a little tip for you. But let me get the thing I'll show you. I think it's the Rand brand. I don't remember. Nope. This one is CoverMate. There's other kinds too. Stretch to fit food covers. But they have different ones. You can wash them and reuse them up to a certain amount of times. But they have different sizes. They have small, medium, and large. I'm using the large, which has the red band on it. But the little bands show you the sizes. And they're really neat to have. You can use them over and over again. And, I mean, they're not like super sealed, but they work well. And I don't remember the last time I talked about it, so I thought I'd tell y'all about it again. Alright, so I'm going to get started with the dough. I have here all my ingredients, which you can't see. But I'm going to start putting in, I'm not going to tell you the exact amount. I'm just going to link the recipe down below, because it's not my recipe. And actually it says on there, on the recipe, not to I don't remember. Let's see. Sally's Baking Edition. All images and content are copyright protected. Please do not use my images without prior permission. If you want to republish this recipe, please rewrite the recipe. I'm not going to rewrite the recipe or anything, but it does say you can do that. But I'm just going to link hers. That way y'all can just print it off like I did, and it's per her instructions the way it is. So I'm going to put in the yeast and get that started. I'm going to put in the yeast and the water, which I had my water over here for a while I've used my reverse osmosis, and what I did, because you need warm water, is I took and I got water from my reverse osmosis and put it in my kettle, and I heated up part of the water, and the other part I just got straight from the reverse osmosis tab, and mixed it together to get it warm, not hot, not cold, because the reverse osmosis doesn't have a temperature control. So putting my water in, and then I'm gonna let this sit here for just a few minutes. I'm gonna mix it just a little bit, and I'm gonna let it sit here for a few minutes to make sure that my yeast blooms. I know it does, I know it's good, but you always wanna check, and it already smells good, but I'm just gonna let it a little mix. It's actually already blooming. I can already see it doing its job. It's a little bit darker over here, but you'll know whenever your yeast is alive, because it'll start expanding is what it looks like to me, and it does have a stronger smell whenever it is alive. So I'm not going to worry about letting this sit here the full 5 minutes, because mine is already getting foamy. Mine's already getting to that part where it needs to be. This is proofing it, so if it doesn't start dissolving, if it just sits there, your yeast is dead. You need to throw it out and go buy more. I think you can actually compost the yeast, but I'm not sure. But you just need to have to start all over again. So I'm going to go ahead now and add the there goes the whoops. I keep that up there whenever we're not using it, because I don't like it to be on the table all the time, because things get stuck in. Let me move it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put in the flour, olive oil, salt, and honey. That is a difference that I do. I do not put sugar. I use honey in my pizza dough, because we like it better. So, flour. And I'm also doing the addition of the, what is it called? The garlic seasoning, that's what it's called. So there's that one. Oh, don't do that. I'm gonna let that one be a little bit shy, because I had gotten a couple of them a little over. So, it's been so long since I made this. I usually make my refrigerator dough. Well, it's not mine, but it's one I borrowed. Olive oil. Okay. And it's always good to do your olive oil before you do your honey, because then you can get the honey out easier. And I'm going to go ahead and do the honey while I have this spoon. I turned this upside down, so maybe it won't be the fiasco it was last time. Oh no. Let me get it over here and do it. I'm just going to take the lid off. Make life easier. It's crystallized is the thing, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with crystallized honey. Now I'm going to do the salt. I have all these noises. Do not overdo the salt. Also, yeast is killed by salt. It is fed by honey. And before I start the mixing, I'm going to go ahead. No, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this Johnny's garlic. Now this is my addition, so I'll tell you I put 2 teaspoons in there of whatever kind of garlic and herb seasoning, which this does have Parmesan cheese in it as well. But that's what I'm going to do. Alright, now I'm going to get my mixer up here, and I'm just going to start letting it mix. If you're doing it by hand, you do it for 7 minutes, and if you're not doing it by hand, you put it on low speed with the dough hook. If your dough's too wet, you can add a 1/4 cup more flour if you need to. And then after you're finished kneading it, it should be smooth and elastic. But I'll show you what that looks like. But I'm not gonna make you sit here and listen to this thing the whole time because it's loud. So I'll be back whenever this is done mixing. Okay, so my dough is done, and I did have to do another 1/4 cup of flour. I used all-purpose flour, which is what it calls for. I don't really have to transfer it from this bowl. Normally I don't, but I've decided I may want to use my mixer for something else today, so I am going to. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. I don't know. Okay, now this seems a lot more sticky than what it was. I got to get more flour. This was not this sticky just a couple minutes ago. It's to do with your humidity and things. What a mess. That shouldn't have happened. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit more flour to it. I always seem to have to add some flour, but I thought I had enough in there. But like I said, it's got to do with your humidity, with the environment you live in, you know, the temperatures around you. So I'm just going to knead that dough into this and get it where I want it, where I need it to be, so I can put it in this bowl so it can rise. I do have my oven on 200. I don't normally do this in the summertime, like have my oven heated, but it is cooler in the house, so I am going to do that today because of the temperature that's in the house. You don't want to add too much flour to this, but you don't want to add too little either. You need it to be to that point of elasticity. It's building the gluten and things like that, which I don't really know how you would do with gluten-free flour with this, but if you use it all the time, you know more about it than I do. So you would know how the tricks to do for that. And if you have any tips or tricks, you can leave them down in the description box, because I know that there are some that watch me that are gluten-free, and you have to have it that way. I just don't know how to do that. So I don't have to be, so I don't use the gluten-free flour. Might be better for us. I don't know if it is or not. Quite honestly, I don't know. If you don't have allergies to the gluten, I don't know the point. Other than you just want to get away from gluten or sensitivities to gluten. Alright, got all that flour mixed in, and now I'm going to get it into a nice ball here. I think it needed some more kneading, but I thought it was there. I actually let it knead longer than what it's supposed to, but that's okay. Now I'm going to take it. I've got it in this nice ball, and I pinch that, and I've got this bowl over here coated with olive oil, and I'm going to just let this, roll it around a little bit in the olive oil, get it on all sides, And I'm gonna cover this with a tea towel and I'm gonna put it in the oven. But I'm gonna show you that in a minute. I gotta get this off my hands. All right, so now I'm gonna turn my oven off and open my door just a tiny bit. I'm gonna grab a tea towel and I'm just gonna cover this. And I'm gonna just sit it on the top rack in my oven. Kind of loosely cover it. And I would not do this with a gas oven. I would not put that tea towel in there. I would find something else to cover it with if I was using a gas oven. But this is electric and it's off, so I'm okay with doing that. But I'm gonna let it sit in there for an hour or two, is what it says, until it doubles in size. And now I got a bunch of flour to clean up over here that I wouldn't have had to clean up, but anyway, I'm gonna clean up all my messes and I'll be back. Okay guys, we're back at the mixer. You may hear the boys in the background. I don't know, because I'm really close to Noah's room. But anyways, I'm going to make some freezer biscuits. You guys remember me talking about the half and half that was kind of iffy? Well, I don't want to waste it. And like I said, you can eat or use sour milk for baking and things like that. So I'm going to use it. I know that these biscuits call for heavy whipping cream, but I'm just going to use this anyway. This has heavy whipping cream and milk in it. So I'm just going to try it. If it doesn't work out, I know never to do it again. And yes, I am going to freeze them, but I'm probably going to bake some of them tonight just to test them out to see if we like the way they taste or something. I don't know yet. But I'm not going to do them like I did last time. Last time I had done just like throw together biscuits. This time I'm going to cut them and stuff so they'll be uniform. So let me go grab a little knife because I forgot to get one to level off my stuff. And also, no, let me get a different cup. This is not going to work. Okay, so I'm going to make as much as this will make. I don't know how much it's going to make, but we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to have to put a lot of scoops because this is only a 1/4 cup scoop. This is self-rising flour. Why did the cocoa bottles?
You could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you, you don't even notice. Should've told you straight away, you don't have to be afraid anymore. I know you haven't noticed.
Okay, so now I'm gonna put in the half and half instead of heavy whipping cream. So I know I can't do well, I may be able to do 3. We'll see. 3 batches. This is 2 batches. I'm going to put that in there. And I'm just going to let it mix. And I'll come back once it's mixed. Okay, so this dough is super runny. Not like it's supposed to be. It's like runny. You can see it's not right. I did the exact amount, so maybe the heavy whipping cream has a magic thing that happens. I don't know. But I'm going to put some more flour in here. I did go ahead and do another thing, but that was before. But I'm just going ahead and put some more flour in here. And I will have to knead it on a flour surface as well. So, just going to, this is an experiment. So we won't waste things. We're going to waste things. Not really. We're going to eat them anyway. That's what we do. So, I'm going to put another, I think I'll just do 1/4 cups at a time. And I will tell you how many I end up putting in here to get it to the point where I want it. Oh, that was loud. So I'm gonna just let it go. Okay, so I have me I've covered with saran wrap my table. Have flour, have me 2 pans for flash freezing with wax paper. Don't use parchment paper for this because you're not baking it. Use wax paper, it's cheaper. Have me a spatula and my little biscuit cutter here. This is definitely not at the texture that I want it to be at. It is still very loose. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of the half and half or what the reason is. It smells like the other did, but I think that it's going to be different. But we'll see. I'm going to just go with it and we'll see what happens. Okay, while I was over there, I went ahead and got another pan for baking. I did put parchment on this because I need to test them. And I preheated my oven to 500, which is the temperature you're supposed to preheat to. So, I'm just going, it says to use a rolling pin to roll this out. I'm not using a rolling pin. I'm just going to do it with my hands and do as well as I can. I should have taken this over there too. Let me get it. Oh, I shouldn't have touched it. I was doing so well. Get off my finger. We'll fix you in a minute. Stay with your friends. I'm using much more flour here than what I normally would. And like I said, I'm not rolling it out. I am just going to push it out like this with my hands because that works just fine, and get it to about 1/4 of an inch thick is what I want it.
I could show you more, 'cause baby you deserve some more, but still you're here and that's what I adore. Should've told you straight away everything I have to say,
just gonna have some oddballs. It's fine. They're not gonna be beautiful or anything like that. They're not gonna be perfect biscuits, but I'm not much worried about that right now. I just want to know how they're gonna taste, if they're gonna work. I'm gonna start cleaning up my mess. This is why I like to use the plastic wrap. It's not as much of a mess to clean up when it's time to clean up. Oh, I made a mess just then though. Okay, the oven's preheated, so we're gonna put these in the oven. I'm gonna stick these in the freezer. Okay, so this is what they look like after they come out of the oven. I did put a little bit of butter on the tops, but Noah's gonna try one of them and see if he likes it. Which one do you want? That tells me nothing. You want a big one?
Sure.
Okay, he's gonna try that one. He's not gonna do it on camera, I don't guess, but let me get this thing turned up. I've got it all crazy because I had it pointed toward the other. Yeah, it's hot. Okay. So it might be too hot for him to try it right now, but he's just gonna do it anyway. What? Fluffy. So it worked, I guess. I'm gonna try one. They are soft. They look like biscuits. Like they look right. They taste like the other ones. But that's the inside. So I guess it's a success. So I've got the others 2 trays frozen or freezing. And then these are just going to be Noah's snacks. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Did that one get done all the way? It was the biggest one.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. But anyway, it worked. So, with the 2 ingredient biscuits, you can use half and half too. Now we know. But I did have to add extra flour. I don't know why though. I might have miscounted. Who knows? Either way, they're good. They're not tough. They're fluffy. It was the first word that came out of his mouth was fluffy. And that's what matters, is good tasting fluffy biscuits. You stuck that thing in your mouth as hot as it is. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my biscuit. I'll be back later. Okay, so now it's time to do the next part for the dough. And the boys have had some snacks of biscuits. Marcus likes biscuits too, so he had some with grape jelly. I'm gonna go ahead and do the next part of the dough. So what I do is, I have 2 bowls here. I'm gonna punch this down, get the air out, and I'm gonna divide it into 2. And I'm going to put half into this bowl, and then I'm gonna leave the other half into that one. And I'm just gonna let it sit here for 15 minutes and just rest for 15 minutes. Let's see. I'm supposed to roll each half to a ball, let it rest. Separate bowls, lightly covered for 15 minutes. Okay. So I'm gonna set those back there, cover them back up with my tea towel, and while those are hanging out here, I'm gonna set my timer. While those are hanging out here, I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping my other ingredients. I'm gonna prep some peppers and onions. Wow, somebody's driving something out there that they're not supposed to, because you're not supposed to have 4-wheelers and stuff in the city limits. But that's okay, whatever, to each his own. I'm gonna let these sit here for 15 minutes and do the resting. But I didn't tell you one thing. if you don't want to do 2 pizzas, you can at this point freeze one of the balls of dough. It tells you on the website how to do it. Also, while this is happening, I'm going to preheat my oven to 475, which shouldn't be too hard since I just had it on 500 for the biscuits. And it needs to be very, very hot, it says. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab my baking sheets. Oh no, I have them in the freezer, so we're just going to use regular pizza pans, even though I wasn't going to use the ones with holes. Okay, I gotta figure that out because I only have 1 more baking sheet and I don't want to use the ones with holes. I may just use a small pan. I don't know. Let me see. Give me just a moment. I want to wash my hands anyway. I'm just going to use my pizza pans, and I'm going to use parchment paper, but I am... Let me get this down and then I'll talk to you. I am going to follow the instructions by dusting this with cornmeal as well, because that's what, I don't know if Marcus would like that, so maybe I won't. I'm not going to do that this time. I'll do it later. But you put cornmeal here. Pretend I have cornmeal here. So these are ready to go whenever those are ready to go. I'm going to grab all the other things and I'll be back. Okay, I feel like I have a lot of things going on, but I don't really have a lot of things going on. I guess I feel that way because my counter is full, but that's okay. I have these sweet peppers that have been sitting in my refrigerator for a little while. I had cleaned them, but I had not prepped them other than washing them. And they really need to be used up. I don't want them to waste. They're a little bit shriveled, so I'm going to be cutting off more than what I normally would because I don't know. That part is a little tougher, it seems. But that's okay. We can throw the seed part over there and maybe we'll keep the seeds. I don't know. I don't know if you can grow from like ones you buy from Sam's or whatever, because I don't remember if we've done that before. I think we have. But anyways, I'm going to just cut these up real quick. The peppers and the onions. Or onion. It's just one onion. And I'm going to cut the salami down a little bit. We're not using this whole pack of salami. We're only using part of it. But, got that there. And Noah wants to try prosciutto on the pizza. So he's going to have that. And then on Jeff's part, because we're doing like half and half for theirs, because Noah does not want pepperoni, then Noah will have no pepperoni on his side. But Jeff will have all of what I said plus the pepperoni. And any of these peppers that I don't use, I'm just going to stick in the freezer tonight, because I don't think I'm going to need all of this for one pizza. I should have put something under my cutting board. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so that's better, I hope. I've been trying to stay in the habit of doing that. My cutting boards didn't ever slip and slide on the old countertops. Well, it's still the same countertop. Well, this was a brand new countertop, but anyway, still the same countertops. It's just different covering, I guess. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, they didn't slip and slide. And if when, whatever, I get Hello, it's preheated. Whenever I get new cutting boards, which I'm not buying any right now, I don't need any right now, but one day eventually, you know, you have to replace things. I'm going to try to get the kind that have the silicone like that other one I have does, which I don't love it as much as I thought I would, because, I mean, it's probably cheaply made, but it's more like, instead of being one piece like this one is, it's like a little layer on top with something in the middle. I don't know. But it's got like 2 layers of something. I don't know what it is. I'm not cutting this like I normally would, but that's okay. What's normal? I don't know. Getting cut, that's all that matters. Getting it cut up and ready to go whenever I want to build the pizzas. That's what matters. Getting everything prepped. Because if you have everything prepped, then whenever it comes time to actually cook your pizzas, it doesn't take nearly as long. Or put your pizzas together. It doesn't take nearly as long. And I could have done this stuff earlier today, but I knew I would have time during the resting period of this. Got about a minute left. Let's see, does this have an opening? No, it does not. It does now. I'm going to take half of this and put it, maybe more than half, into a Ziploc bag, because I don't, yeah, more than half is going to go into the Ziploc bag, because there's no way to reseal this. I'm going to take that much and cut it into smaller pieces. Put that in there like that, and then I can stick this back in the refrigerator. And I'm going to just chop it like this. That thing's fixing to beep because the timer's going to be done. There. Do that for that. And the prosciutto. Nope, no way to open it. Oh, it says package is resealable. How? Where? Oh. Not anymore. Okay, I gotcha. I'm just going to take like 3 pieces of this. Noah! I'll see if he wants to taste it before I actually put it on his pizza.
Yeah.
Do you want to taste the prosciutto? Because I don't think you've ever tasted it before.
It shocked me.
It shocked you? How did it shock you?
Tastes unique.
Bad or good or what?
Not bad.
Do you want it on your pizza?
Yeah.
Okay. I really don't know how to actually use prosciutto. I mean, I know you can eat it like...
That was safe to eat out of the bag, right?
Yes, it's safe to eat it. I wouldn't feed it to you that way. I'm not going to feed you raw food. Do you want to taste the prosciutto? What are you looking at? What? That's salami. It's multiple pieces. It's not really that thick. Alright, I'm gonna put the prosciutto in a bag. I didn't realize this was resealable until it was too late. Just too late. I already have it over here. I just need it shredded. cheese. I'm fixing to start building the pizzas though. Alright, I'm just gonna put some of this here for both pizzas. Okay, so this is one of the parts that like kind of is odd to me. You're supposed to put your pizza on the pan and then let it sit for another 15 minutes. And then after you let it sit for another 15 minutes, well, you put, I'll show you. I'm just going to show you. Alright, I'm going to take this one and put it here. And I'm going to flatten it out as big as it'll go on here. It smells good. It's all those herbs and stuff in it. But I'm going to flatten it out. And then it says to put olive oil on it. And that's supposed to help keep it from... I hate the sound of that paper. But it's supposed to help it not be soggy. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to stretch this out as far as we'll go without ripping it, because there's some big spots. And we don't care if our dough is like a perfect circle or not. We don't care about all that stuff. It's rustic. It's perfectly fine. Right, Jeffrey? I think Noah said no at the same time that I said that, but he was not talking to me. It's supposed to be in a 12-inch circle. Is this 12 inches, Jeff? I know this pizza pan is bigger than 12 inches. I'll get my ruler and find out. It might be a little bigger. Whoa, I like, oh yeah, it's a little bit bigger. Okay, that's fine then. Alright, this is good enough. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put the olive oil on it and rub it all around it and let it sit for 15 minutes, but I'm just going to, it's going to sit longer than 15 because the other one, well, it may not, because I may just get tired of waiting and go ahead and put it together. I don't know. Hey, I should have put the olive oil on it before because it was easier to move around that way. Alright, we'll move this one over here and grab the other thing. Let me grab this. Thank y'all. And grab this one. See how pretty it is? It's so nice. Are you going to work on the bathroom mini today? Do what? Okay. So there may be some more of the bathroom stuff done today. We don't know yet. He's going to try to, he said. I've got some holes in the middle of this crust. But I can fix those. This one seems smaller. I tore another hole in it. What good did that do? Nobody will ever know. Except people who watch the video. They will know that what I did. gonna put the oil on this one. And what I'm gonna do is set the timer for like 12 minutes. And I'll start building that one first, which will be the one that the boys, well, I shouldn't say the boys because Marcus and I are gonna eat the pepperoni one. But what Jeff and Noah are gonna have. And if Marcus wants to try it, he can, but it's up to him. Alright, and I'll build that one first, and I'll be back whenever I start doing that. Okay, so now I'm going to start building the boys, or Jeff and Noah's, pizza. And this is pizza sauce. We bought it from Ollie's for 79 cents a can, I think. It was non-GMO and stuff. I took the cover off of it because when I washed the can, I got it wet. So I don't want paper in the pizza. That would be unappetizing. So we've not tried this sauce before, so we don't know how it is. So we're just gonna, you know, see. And any of it that I have left over, I think what I'm gonna do is put it in a little freezer bag and label it, put it in the freezer bag and put it in the freezer, because I don't think we'll be eating any more pizza. I don't know, we might. Well, with this charcuterie board, I might do little pizza bites, so I'll just leave it in a bowl in the refrigerator. That's what I'll do. Change my mind that quick. That's what happens to me. But anyway. Y'all don't really like a lot of crust on the edge, do you, Jeffrey? Okay, I didn't think either one of them did. They like the sauce all the way to the edge. And I'm the opposite. I like to have it, I mean, I like it either way, but I like to have a little of the crust there. And I don't know, it's just the way I am. Alright, so the things that I'm going to put all over the pizza, I'm going to put them first. So I'm putting Parmesan cheese all over it. I'm just putting it on the crust part just because, I don't know, I just am. It sticks better that way. And I'll put the mozzarella cheese on the top. Alright, I'm putting onions all over. And I am going to have too much onion and peppers to put on one pizza because you don't want to overload your pizza. But I can always just put that in a little freezer bag together and pull out whenever we have pizza again, or just anything that we need onions and peppers for. Alright, I'm trying to separate them a little bit, get them a little bit of everywhere. Then I'm going to put the peppers. Seem to be dropping everything right there. That's where it's releasing, I guess. Whenever you're cutting things like this, it's always good to cut a little bit extra if you have it. That way you don't have to do it later. Like you can have a quick meal or something by having it already ready to go, and you don't have to worry about it. Alright, prosciutto all over. Jeff, had you ever tried prosciutto before today? He doesn't know. I don't know if people normally put it on pizza or not, but no one wanted it on the pizza. So, that's what we doing. That's what's happening. I don't know how it will be. Noah said it was unique. Whenever you are building a pizza, you got to think about, you know, you want a bunch of different toppings. If you want a bunch of different flavors on there, you don't need to put a lot of each. Which I may even have too much of this, I don't know. Because if you build your pizza too big, like too much, you won't cook properly. Alright, now salami, because both of them want salami. And I'm breaking it apart. Jeff had himself a biscuit with a little bit of salami. So he had 2 biscuits. Just like the boys. That one's kind of big. Oh, I thought I dropped some of it. I was going to be upset with myself. Can't be wasting food. How's your pizza look so far, Jeffrey? Is it to your liking?
Yes.
Alright, I'm putting pepperoni on one side because Noah does not want pepperoni. I mean, if he gets a little bit of pepperoni, he's not going to fuss. But he just doesn't want it. And I'm not going to force him. Alright, so there's that part. Now let me grab cheese. Freshly shredded mozzarella. Yummy cheeses. Oh! It will not be wasted. I will put it on here. And a lot of people put their cheese under certain things. I don't know why. I guess it's a way that they were taught or something. But I was never taught how to do that. Like, I was never taught to do it that way when I worked at Pizza Hut. So I don't know. The right way is whatever way you like it. Alright, so now I'm going to put that in the oven for 10 to 12, nope, 12 to 15 minutes. So we're going to put it in there for 12 and then we're going to see how it goes. Move some of that cheese over to the edge. That looks like a professional pizza, Jeffrey. What you think?
Better.
It's better? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Like you ain't got that much stuff on it.
A professional doesn't have that much stuff on it? If it's a good place, they do. Okay, so now I'm going to do just the regular old pepperoni one. And I don't think Marcus eats the crust very much either. Like, he'll eat it, but he doesn't prefer it without the sauce on it. So we're going to sauce it up all over. Make everybody happy. I thought about doing like individual pizzas, but that would just take too long. I can just do it like this, which Marcus's would have been just like mine. So it wouldn't matter. And then, you know, Jeff and Noah eat the same thing, so except one part. Alright, there's that. Put that in there, and then we'll put the, oh, I forgot to put this on. Did I do that before? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't remember how I did it before. We're just gonna cheese it up because it's delicious. Right, Jeffrey? Cheese is delicious. I may not have enough pepperonis out, or I maybe shouldn't do it like this, but this is our main topping. And Marcus does like pepperoni. I don't think I started exactly in the middle though, or else my pizza's a little crooked. I don't know. We get some more pepperoni. I like to put things back in the refrigerator so they're not sitting out getting hot or anything like that if I'm done with it. And I thought I was done with it, but I'm not. I think 2 more will do it. There we go. Now, cheese. Yummy cheese. I've just been cooking the whole video, hadn't I? Or something. That's alright. I enjoy days in the kitchen when I'm doing stuff, which I haven't done much. I just did the pizzas and the biscuits. I haven't really done much. My back's telling me I've done too much because I stood over there with the biscuits too long. But my back can just be quiet for a little while. I'll be done soon. Alright, cheesy yumminess. And it's ready to go in the oven whenever the other one is ready to come out. So, I'm gonna wash my hands and get a bowl for that, the sauce, and a bowl bag for the peppers and onions. Oh, there's a piece of salami. Put it on there. Salami overboard. Alright, little bowl. For the sauce. I actually need to put this in the dishwasher, but there's no point in me opening the dishwasher yet because I have other things I need to put in there and I want to do it all at once. This bowl might be too small. Maybe not. No, I think it's fine. Maybe. Okay. Nope, it's too small. Do I have a bigger bowl? I have a glass one. I hate wasting bowls. It'll be okay. All right. So, put these in the refrigerator for later. Grab a freezer bag for the onions and peppers, and I'm just going to stick them in the freezer. I can use these for soup. I can use it. Well, hold on a minute. Jeffrey. He can't hear me probably. He probably won't want it on a salad if we have a salad with a pizza. I'm just going to stick it in the freezer. But we can use it for soup, salad, I mean not salad, but soups, stir fries, all kinds of things. I can use it for like beef tips, all kind of yummy things, and all I gotta do is take it out and put it in the pan. I like having things like that because then you don't have to think about it later. Like on one of those days you're rushing, you can just go ahead and have it ready to go. So I'm gonna get all this dirty dishes up and I'll show you the pizzas whenever they're done. Okay, so here's the boys' pizza. I just took it out of the oven and I put the other one in there. And that's what it looks like. Smells delicious. Okay, so here's mine and Marcus's, and of course there will be probably leftovers, and the other Jeff and Noah can have some if he want it. But anyways, we're going to come up and we're going to leave them over here and we're going to eat. Theirs seems to have gotten poofier, like Rosemore or something, but that's okay. Anyway, they smell delicious. There's our supper for tonight. So we'll be back whenever we're doing whatever. I don't know if we're going to get to the bathroom tonight or not because it's 6:25. But we'll see. Okay, so now I'm going to get out the biscuits. And I'm going to put them in the bags. I wrote down the instructions on there. Some of these are rather thin, but that's okay. But I'm going to put about, well, I'm going to put one tray in each bag. But as you can tell, they're frozen. I did it for 10 minutes when they weren't frozen. So most likely they're going to have to be done for 12 when they're frozen. Alright. Get those done. Put these in. Trying to hurry up, one, because I don't like touching cold stuff, and two, because I want them to stay as frozen as possible. And now all I gotta do whenever we want biscuits is preheat the oven to 500 and put them on a pan and bake them 10 to 12 minutes. Super easy. Okay, so that one is up there. He's taking the rest of the stickers off. But it's up there, and it had to be there to be centered with the toilet and not like the towel hanging on the toilet, which it maybe could have been a little bit lower, but it wouldn't have been as comfortable, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I'm planning on putting a little plant on the top shelf too that I have. One of the, you'll see. Anyways, is it ready to start doing stuff?
What?
Put stuff on.
Huh?
It's not ready?
Nope.
Okay. So, what else we're doing tonight? Do you know?
Do you know?
No, that's why I'm asking you.
I don't know. I still ain't glued that thing down there.
Let's see, what time is it? It's 7:30. Anyway, at least that was done. He has to do it on the time that he's got, you know, because of work. But why is that not ready to put things on?
I gotta be cleaned up.
Oh, I can do that. I thought you meant something else. Okay, so I need to clean it and then I can do it. And I still didn't do those because I didn't want to get on a ladder last night. And I don't know if, should we put that back up there with the dust?
Should. There should be no more dust.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to clean that up. And then I might start putting stuff on tonight. I don't know. If I do, I'll show you. Okay, so there's that shelf. That's the toilet paper. And there's my plant. It looks sad. It's looked sad for a while. And I thought the humidity in the bathroom might help it. That's one reason I wanted it in here. It is a low light plant. And it's a start off of my other plants. And I've had success with the other ones, but that one has always looked sad. So I thought, maybe I'll just try it in here, see how it goes. And that shelf, it's not exactly like I want. I may go ahead and see if I have 2 more white lids and just do white lids, or see if I have another color, because those are just those wide mouth mason jar lids. And if I have the same color, I can move that hair stuff out from between the cotton balls and the face thingies that, you know, you do your toner and stuff with. I'm going to scoot that over a little bit more in the middle. But we have our Q-tips there. And then witch hazel, that's a good face toner. And then my basket with all of my little everyday things that I need. Some of it I don't use every day, but you know. And then up there we have our towels, Jeff's shaving basket, and then that's hand towels and washcloths. And so that part's done. It's looking a lot better. And then this, I don't think I showed y'all with towels on it. This is what I was saying. It looks kind of like, I don't know. It's fine though. It works. It's functional. And I've got my shower cap here. And then on this side, I'm going to put my little, whenever I use it, I'm going to put those little turby towel thingies, these things, which I could take this one down and put over there just to show y'all what I'm talking about. But, and just leave it there. But do something like that so that so it can dry and I can have 2 up there at a time. I don't know how well this is going to actually stay here though, because it's kind of like, I don't know, but we'll see. And we do have space for another towel if we need it. Hopefully one day we will, or something. But anyway, my robe was on the back of that. And I did have those this kind of towel on there. But now I can just put my robe there. And we're going to put that picture we had back over here. And because I like it, because it's a mother and child. And like, I don't know. I just like the way it looks. It's got a glare there. I don't know. It's still got a glare. Anyway, it looks like a bath basin or whatever there, or something. I don't know, wash basin. But I just like it, and I had it in the bathroom since we moved here, I think. But he's about to glue that. So that's going to be all for the bathroom tonight that I'm going to show y'all. Okay, so that's all I'm going to have for today. I don't even know how much I did stuff. I did lots of things, but I didn't record everything. But the bathroom is really coming together really nice. I really am liking it. I'm going to go ahead tonight off camera and clean the toilet and the sink because I can now. And just, you know, y'all just know I cleaned the things. But I'm going to clean that and go ahead and clean the tub tonight because it's Monday. I didn't get to do it Sunday, and I want to get it done. Stay on my schedule for those things. There's certain things I don't want to get off schedule for, but I'm going to do that off camera. I'm also going to, whenever I was doing stuff in there, I saw this purse I used to use. I pulled it out, and I think I'm going to swap purses. I like to swap every once in a while, but I shop my own. I have very few purses that I use, and very few that I like. Most of them I like are Vera Bradley, and I get them whenever they're on super great clearance. But I haven't bought a purse in a long time. But I'm changing all the time, so it's like, oh, I have a new purse. But I really don't. It's just my old purse that I've been using again. So I'm thinking I'm going to swap to this one. The only thing is this one might be smaller than my other one. We'll see. Anyway, doesn't matter to you guys because I don't ever talk about my purses really anyway. But the bathroom's looking really good. I'm excited about it. He's going to glue that. And after it dries, like probably tomorrow. Jeff, should we be able to paint it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll get to paint it and you'll get to see what it looks like painted. And when are you going to get the knobs out of the shed? Or have you already? Have you already got the knobs out of the shed? Okay. So he'll get those out and we'll get the bathroom all done. And there is a spot in front of this tub. Whenever we redid that floor, the linoleum, he had sealed it, but for whatever reason that caulk didn't work well. So he's going to seal it again with caulk. And I think he's going to put a piece of quarter round down in front of the tub to hold it, to make sure it stays. Because we don't want anything to happen. So eventually, one day, if we stay in this house, we may have to replace that tub. We don't know. That it may not even be like a whole crack that's in there. We don't know. We just noticed it a while back, but it's not leaking or anything like that. So I don't know. Anyways, we've been discussing swapping out the faucet for the sink too. And I think, Jeff, do you know what that sink's made out of? He doesn't know. Well, if I knew what that sink was made out of, I'm trying to stand y'all up. I'm on the big tripod. All right. If I knew what it was made out of, we might be able to resurface it, redo it. But otherwise, I'm okay with the sink. It's functioning fine. But did you get it glued? Okay, so that is all I have for today. I'm going to go clean the bathroom as much as I can. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. If you like this video, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. If you didn't like it, do them anyway, because you never know what I might put out that you might enjoy. After I clean the bathroom, I'm going to shower and put on more pajamas. Tomorrow may be a pajama day too. Who knows? I doubt it, but maybe. Wednesday we take Marcus back. Noah goes back to work tomorrow. And Wednesday, like actually tomorrow night is Jeff's last night for the week for working. So he'll come home Wednesday morning and he won't work anymore until the next Monday. So, just thought I'd throw that in there because whatever reason, I'm like that. So I hope you did enjoy watching me make pizza and biscuits. I'm excited about the biscuits, even though they didn't turn out exactly like I thought they were going to. There may be some difference with half and half and heavy cream. I know there's a difference, but what I'm saying is whenever you put it with the self-rising flour, there might be a difference in the reaction or something. They still taste really yummy and they are fluffy and they're fine. So it still worked. I just had to add more flour when I used the half and half. And that way that half and half wasn't wasted. We didn't have to throw it out because it was on the verge. It's still, actually, it was still in date for 2 more days. But it had a little iffiness to it. I'm kind of leaning toward the fact that maybe they had turned it into butter a little bit, or the whipped cream, heavy whipping cream part. I don't know. Because it kind of had that. But butter and biscuits are good. So, anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. And remember, oh, yes, please leave me a comment down below to let me know how you're doing. And remember, don't take any with nickels and be sweet.